How we doing, Jesse?
Hey, good. How you doing, Mr. Ken, Mr. John? Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you guys.
You bet. What's up?
Well, real quick, try to give you some context. My life is a bit complex, as much as I'm sure as everyone else. But basically, the specific that I wanted to focus on is I work two jobs right now, but one of my jobs, I work with a family member. I'd rather not disclose too much about it, but basically work with a family member for the last couple of years now. I honestly entered this world of construction. I work with him in construction, not knowing a dime, not knowing anything, basically, kind of lost. I entered it because I guess my place of work has been more in the creative realm as far as making videos and all that kind of stuff. But I found myself in COVID times when there was no work, obviously, at that time. So an opportunity came up to work, and we needed the money at that time. So I took the opportunity to work with his family member, and basically just jumped in, not knowing a single thing. And it was in construction, like I said, and kind of been in there for the last 3 years now. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know how to move around the situation in itself. I sometimes do feel a little lost as personally what I really want to be doing. And I know you have written a couple of books about that, but kind of going around the situation is, right now, because construction can be so volatile as far as, things going up and down and prices here and there. Also, management-wise, how things are managed affect that a lot as well within companies.
So let's dive in real quick, Jesse. What is the situation? You've referred to it, but what does that mean?
So in detail, it basically means that I guess I will disclose it in a way that with my father-in-law, I work with. He has a small company, construction company, and it has been going okay. He's been trying to manage it the best as he can. And so getting these projects and getting all this work kind of situated, payments have been really slow. And so...
does that mean payment to the company or payment to you?
Both.
Okay.
So whatever happens with the outside, we don't get paid by clients.
Okay.
Money is not flowing through.
Jesse, is it safe to say that you're pretty frustrated, but you feel like you might be trapped because this is your father-in-law?
That's probably, yes. That's most likely how you could describe it.
Okay. So the way you set that up earlier, and I want John to jump in on this because this has got some really, really unique family and relationship dynamics, but you said, I need to figure out how to navigate or move around. I don't know that this is a move around situation. I think this is probably going to end up being a move on situation, and John's going to give you some pretty good advice here on how to do that. But and the reason I'm saying that, and I'm asking this, and then I want John to jump in, but if I guaranteed you today a clean break, meaning no stress, no whatever, just clean break, no consequences, you walk, father-in-law's great, wife's great, whatever, would you walk today?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. The only hesitation I'd have is I don't know where to go to next.
Well, we'll worry about that. That's secondary, and I'll help you with that. But I want John.
I don't have anything to add. You've said it yourself, Jesse. It's time to go.
Yeah,
and I think you need to make peace with that. Don't avoid the hard conversation. You're at a job you're not getting paid, man. If this was any other boss, you would have already been raising hell. You work hard, you don't get any money. Or the jobs are sporadic. You get a random email or a random phone call or a random text message. Hey, tomorrow be so-and-so at 6 a.m. You can't live like that. You got to have steady work to take care of your family and support your family. Deep down, your father-in-law knows that too. So it's time to go. I think it's a matter of figuring out what's next.
Is your wife,
Sure,
she's on board with this too?
Yeah, she's been great. And to a bit of context, this is where I would like to say it's complicated. It maybe not be that complicated, but because it's my father-in-law, they decided to put her under as the main owner of the company. This was before we got married. And then after we got married, obviously she was already part of that. She did so to help him out, and kind of put him in a better, I don't know the real reason other than her.
So she's the primary owner of the company?
Yes, sir.
Is she the primary owner, but he's paper. Like, he makes all the decisions, he's the shareholder?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
So does that mean that she's paying taxes on this and he's not?
But yeah, it's actually I think it's an LLC right now.
Does she take any sort of disbursement? Does she get paid at all on the back end of this deal?
Supposed to, but it hasn't been any. How do you call it? There hasn't been any profit on it.
So here's my
not
concern.
really.
You and her are carrying 100% of the liability with absolutely no payout. The only reason you sign up for something like this, it's not criminal, is you want the benefit of the bottom line payout, which is awesome. That's why CEOs take the risk, because they make all the money. If something goes sideways, they have insurance and liability for what happens. Y'all have all risk. All risk.
Right.
It sounds very eerily similar to parents who take out credit cards in their kids' names.
Honestly, with you guys, I have known that for a while, and and to be kind of frank with you guys, my I trust in God, and I've gotten counsel before, and I hear that too. But the thing is, that relational part, I'm like, I don't know what to do.
So here's the deal, brother. Here's the deal.
Negative or against it either.
No. Father-in-law already burned the relationship. You're still holding on to the end of it. Yeah. You didn't do this. As the great saying goes, not by your hand, but in your lap. Your father-in-law chose to set himself up in a better position at the expense of his daughter and her family, and then brought you along and says, you're one of us now, you're one of us. I'm not going to pay you except sporadically. I'm not going to give you work except sporadically. And he's just keeping you hanging on and hanging on and hanging on. If this is my house, I would sit down with my wife and I would strongly recommend we get out of the partnership. I don't want to be an owner here. And if it's an ownership thing, I'm going to go sell my business to somebody, or I'll sign the deed over and y'all can deal with it. And you, brother, go find another job.
Yeah, I agree. I would just tell you right now, go get a job doing what you're currently doing. Let's not worry about what my future path is right now. I'm going to give you a couple of tools that'll help you with that. But right now, it's like, if I can do this and I'm doing it for my father-in-law who's not paying me, first step is I need to get some stability and deal with that financial piece first, so that I go work and I'm just going to go get a job, getting paid, doing something I know how to do. Then we clean this mess up. Maybe we need to get some legal counsel on unraveling this deal, just to maybe get a consultant, like let's get a lawyer on this and let's figure this thing out. But we need to have a hard conversation with the father-in-law as well, as John said. I'd unravel this deal, and then let's figure out what your future looks like. To that end, hang on the line. Austin's going to get you a copy of actually an assessment code, the Get Clear assessment. It'll help you with direction. The book From Paycheck to Purpose will help you with next steps. But as John said, hard conversation tonight. You and your wife need to decide what it is we're doing and inform the father-in-law.
Getting with an attorney would be really wise, just to look at the structure of this arrangement and the path out. Don't talk to father-in-law until y'all have your decision made and a path forward, and then you're going to let him know what you're doing.